Pakistan has precluded India's groundless statements about the bursting of the so-called terror module having suspected links with Pakistan. Foreign Office spokesperson Asim Iftikhar Ahmad stated in a reply to media inquiries concerning the Indian propaganda against Pakistan, "We emphatically reject the Indian media's baseless claims that Indian authorities have busted a so-called terror module having alleged links with Pakistan." He stated that producing groundless claims and touting white lies were fragments of India's well-known slander movement against Pakistan, which had already been fully uncovered by EU Disinfo Lab and others. Propagation of false news is India's state policy steered by its pliant media. The Foreign Office spokesperson further stated that the fact of the matter is that in reaction to Pakistan's recent dossier containing irrefutable evidence of India's egregious human rights violation in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, India is desperately seeking to create a diversion, hence the continuing insinuation by Indian officials and media. The reality of India's false flag operations, fake encounters and recovery operations stand completely revealed, he stated. Prime Minister Imran Khan has asked to find individuals consisting of a good character to be nominated as candidates for the local government elections in Punjab. In a meeting with the PTI Punjab's political team in Lahore, the PM stated delivered the directive. During the meeting, the tests faced on the political and managerial fronts in Punjab were also deliberated. Individuals of good character and having good public popularity should be brought to the fore, said PM Imran Khan. Imran ordered the team to start preparing for the upcoming local government elections. The search for candidates for the elections should start now, he added. Prime Minister Imran Khan stated that the Punjab Chief Minister will meet the party workers once a month for revising the development of election provisions. Furthermore, Prime Minister Imran Khan also allotted directives for raising the matter of fake votes from the last government in the Election Commission of Pakistan. The government has announced a ₹5 upsurge in the price of petrol. An upsurge in other petroleum products will also be imposed starting September 16, stated the notification by the Finance Division. Petrol with an upsurge of ₹5 will now cost 123.30 per litre, whereas high-speed diesel with an escalation of ₹5.01 will now cost 120.04 per litre. However, kerosene will cost ₹5.46 more and will be priced at 96.26 per litre, while light diesel oil will become ₹5.92 later to cost 90.69 per litre. Previously, the Oil and Gas Regulatory Authority has suggested a ₹1 per litre rise in the price of petrol. The authority forwarded a summary to the Petroleum Division in which it recommended accumulative the price of petrol by ₹1 per litre for September 16. It also suggested an increase of ₹10.5 per litre in the price of high-speed diesel and hiking the price of kerosene oil by ₹5 per litre. Iran and Pakistan have great scope to enhance mutual trade relations and should consider setting up digital markets to boost bilateral trade up to the potential of both countries. This was stated by Syed Mohammad Ali Hussaini, Ambassador of Iran to Pakistan, while interacting with the business community during his visit to the Islamabad Chamber of Commerce and Industry, along with Qadiano Commercial Attaché and Beheshti Secretary, a statement said. Hussaini said that Iran-Pakistan bilateral trade was around $1.5 billion before the COVID-19, which has now come down to less than $1 billion. The foreign sanctions on Iran were a problem for the promotion of trade. Therefore, the establishment of Pak-Iran digital markets and joint border markets could be the better option to improve two-way trade volume. Hussaini said that Iran and Pakistan have agreed to set up 3 border crossing points that would help increase bilateral trade. However, he said facilitation and exemption by the government of Pakistan for border markets would support the Pakistani business community, further enhance trade with the Iranian counterparts. Sardar Yasir Ilyas Khan, president of the ICCI, said the Pakistan-Iran bilateral trade was much lower than the actual potential and both the government should cooperate with the private sectors to take it to higher levels. Hussaini said that Iranian investors should explore joint ventures and involvement opportunity in the special economic zones being established in Pakistan that provided long tax holidays. Fatma Azim, senior vice president of the ICCI, Aslam Khokar, Umesh Khatak, Syed Khan, Usman Khalid, Muhammad Shakir, Ali Akram Khan, Javed Iqbal, Sheikh Parvez Khalid Chaudhary and others were also present in the meeting and shared useful ideas for promoting bilateral trade and economic relationships between Pakistan and Iran. The national tally on Wednesday of total deaths from coronavirus was 73, with 2,714 more people tested positive for the deadly virus during the last 24 hours. A total 73 corona patients have died during past 24 hours, 65 of whom died in hospital and 8 died outside of hospital on 14 September, according to the latest update issued by the National Command and Operations Center. However, out of total 73 deaths occurring during last 24 hours, 22 of the deceased had died on ventilators during their treatment. During the last 24 hours, most of the deaths had occurred in Punjab, followed by the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The total number of active COVID cases in Pakistan was recorded as 77,532 as of 15 September. The maximum ventilators were occupied in 4 major cities including Multan 75%, Bahawalpur 53%, Lahore 51% and Sargodha 48%. A total of 18,625,952 corona tests have been conducted so far, while 640 hospitals are equipped with COVID facilities. Some 5,761 corona patients were admitted in a hospital across the country. The walled city of Lahore Authority has restored the Alamgiri Gate and Temple of Loh located inside the Lahore Fort at the cost of 7.32 million rupees. The project that was completed within a year focused on conservation and restoration of the interior part of the Alamgiri Gate. The authorities said that the fresco of the main dome of Alamgiri Gate has been restored along with the structural strengthening of the gate's building. The cement plaster that was put in the past has also been removed. Similarly, walls have also been straightened and cleaned from graffiti, and flooring of the area inside the gate has also been done. Similarly, work has been done inside the temple of Law. The temple has been consolidated and restored, and the lime plaster has been done inside the temple after the cleansing of the walls. Director General WCLA Kamran Ashari said that the Alamgiri Gate was one of the important monuments inside the fort. It needed much attention as it was neglected in the past. Our team has restored it technically. Same was the case with the temple of Law, and now it is restored, said Lashari. The Punjab government has forced lockdown in 5 regions of the province till 22 September. Primary and Secondary Healthcare Department Secretary Imam Sikandar Baloch has declared lockdown limitations in 5 districts of Punjab, including Lahore, Faisalabad, Multan, Sargodha and Gujarat due to high COVID-19 positivity rate. Secretary Health said business centers in this district will be closed by 8 at the night, while Friday and Saturday will be 2 weekly off days in these districts. Indoor dining will be banned under the COVID-19 SOPs, while outdoor dining will be allowed up to 11:59 at night, the Health Secretary said. Whereas indoor meetings will be forbidden, while a maximum of 400% will be permitted in outdoor gatherings, Imran Sikandar said. Shrines will remain closed for visitors during the lockdown restrictions, the official further said. All private and government offices will be allowed to work with 50% staff capacity, he said. Educational institutions will also be bound to follow 50% attendance, the secretary added. The Union of Small and Medium Enterprises has thanked Prime Minister Imran Khan for keen interest in the development of the underprivileged sector, a statement said. It also thanked Federal Minister for Industries and Production Makhtoom Khusro Bakhtiyar for convening a meeting of the stakeholders and conducting deliberations for the development of the sector and finalizing the SME policy. UNICEF President Zulfikar Thaver said that the promotion and development of the small and medium enterprises was not a charity, but it is a responsibility of the state to facilitate, support, motivate and encourage the sector. He lamented the delay in the finalization of the SME policy. Thaver said that the stakeholders were impressed by the depth of understanding of the minister and appreciated his deep study of the sector. He questioned the participants about the State Bank of Pakistan's scheme of collateral-free financing and about the ratio and proportion of the SME financing. Thaver said that as long as the banks were not comfortable, they would not finance the SMEs. The main reason being that the risk is of the banks, although the money was of the SBP. The State Bank of Pakistan on Wednesday said it has enabled resident Pakistanis to open bank accounts through digital channels, a statement said. With the rapid growth in the adoption of electronic banking channels, especially amid the COVID-19 pandemic, the demand for the bank and customers for the digital financial transaction have increased manifold, the central bank said. Based on the success of the Roshan Digital Account Framework, the State Bank of Pakistan has now devised a comprehensive customers detailed onboarding framework which will facilitate the banks and microfinance banks to conveniently and remotely open banks accounts of residency Pakistan by using digital channels including websites, portals, mobile application, digital kiosks, etc. Under this framework, the account opening process have become swift and simplified while ensuring compliance with the applicable regulatory requirements and international standards. The framework in general provides a convenient way for all segments of the society for opening bank accounts. It specifically enables freelancers, self-employed or unemployed women and recipients of remittances from abroad to open bank accounts digitally with the minimum documentation required. This initiative would also help achieve the SBP's financial inclusion objectives by bringing the excluded segments of the society in the formal banking sector. The volatile prices of edible oil in the international market have pushed up the local prices of ghee vegetable in the country, and there is a need to have a sliding scale to link up the prices of ghee in the local markets with the international markets, a senior government official said. Presiding over a meeting of the National Price Monitoring Committee held at the Finance Division, Finance and Revenue Minister Shaukat Tareen directed the Federal Board of Revenue to work out a strategy for measurable impact on the prices of ghee edible oil in the domestic markets. Taking stock of the weekly calculation of the sensitive price indicator, Tareen urged the member of Pakistan Bureau of Statistics to review its methodology and extend coverage by including the footprint of Sasta Itwar Bazaar in the mainstream cities, where upward pressure on the prices of food items is absorbing through the provision of food items at subsidized rates. At present, the significant price differential between the wholesale and retail price in Sasta Sahulat Bazaar is not covered by the PBS. The price of gold rose by $4 during trading in the international market on Wednesday, the third day of the business week, after which the price reached 1,803 per ounce. According to Muhammad Ashar, chairman of All Pakistan Jewelers Manufacturer Association, the increase in the global market resulted in an increase of 1,764 rupees in the overall price in the barter markets across Pakistan. Bargain markets in Karachi, Hyderabad, Sakkar, Multan, Lahore, Faisalabad, Islamabad, Rawalpindi, Peshawar and Quetta traded at the new rates. It may be recalled that during the last 5 days, the price of gold per tola in Pakistan increased by 1,250 rupees. Similarly, the price of 10 grams increased by 1,071 rupees. During this period, the price of gold per ounce in the world market increased by only $6. Actor Ahsan Khan joins hands with NCRC as their Goodwill Ambassador. Ahsan Khan, being a Goodwill Ambassador to NCRC, will create awareness on the protection of the rights of children and take action against a human rights violation. He will use his stature for creating awareness on issue of vulnerable children in Pakistan and will inspire support for improvising the lives of children, particularly the most marginalized. Sharing multiple pictures with the team, he took to Instagram and wrote, "I am proud to be a part of #NCRC initiative. Protecting the rights of our children is protecting our future. Neglect, cruelty, unfairness, injustice and abuse damage the minds of hearts of children destined to take over our nation as they attain adulthood. It is profoundly irresponsible, downright immoral to leave the future in the hands of individuals whose souls have been damaged by the denial of love, respect, protection, education, dignity, and justice. Denying children and their basic rights makes us bad Muslims, bad Pakistanis, and bad human beings. We must protect the rights of our children for the sake of humanity, if not for the sake of our future. I stand by the National Commission on the Rights of the Child as it works to ensure that every Pakistani child is afforded the right that he is entitled to. On the other hand, Chairperson NCRC Afshan Tehseen expressed confidence that the appointment of Imran Khan as NCRC Goodwill Ambassador would help promote dialogue and spread awareness on child rights among various sections in the society. You are an inspiration and a role model to many in Pakistan for highlighting children issues through media and art. You deserve special appreciation for profiling the issue of child abuse for social awareness and bringing a positive change in the lives of many, she said. Ali Ansari is all happy to be Sabur's official photographer for life. Power couple actors Ali Ansari and Sabur Ali, who recently exchanged rings in an intimate ceremony, are receiving much love from their fans as they make a cute and strong bond together. Sabur and Ali are the new celebrity couple on the block and often treat netizens with their PDA-filled pictures and engagements on social media. Apart from having energetic chemistry, Ansari is Sabur's official photographer for life and he does the duty very well. Recently, the Fitrat star shared an elegant picture of herself wearing a white shirt and kept her looks tied in a bun. "My hairstyle is called I Tried," she captioned the post. But what caught the public's attention was her betrothed comment. "That's such a cute picture. I wonder who took it," wrote Ansari and also gushed over Sabur's timeless beauty. Pakistan Cricket Board Chairman Ramiz Raja has specified that there are no chances of Pakistan and India resuming the bilateral cricket ties in the current circumstances. Ramiz said that the series between Pakistan and India is not possible due to the political tension. Pakistan has to focus on improving their domestic cricket without worrying about holding a bilateral series. Ramiz Raja said, "It is impossible right now. The supporting model has been spoiled by politics and right now it is a status quo and we are not in a hurry on this issue because we have to focus on our domestic and local cricket." He also talked about the upcoming clash between the arch rivals in the T20 World Cup and said that Pakistani players have to take responsibility to play fearless cricket in a high-octane clash. He said that the national team needs to be fully prepared. He also said that Pakistan has the potential to win the T20 World Cup if they perform at the best of their abilities. Pakistan and New Zealand will play their first ODI of the 3 ODIs on Friday at Pindi Cricket Stadium. The match is slated to start at 2:30 p.m. local time. Pakistan Cricket Board has announced the playing 11 for the first ODI yesterday. According to the announced squad, at least 2 rest spinners from Pakistan's side will be playing against New Zealand. Along with the team's vice captain Shadab Khan, Usman Qadir and Zahid Mahmood have also been included in the squad as spinners. Aside from Shadab, at least 1 additional wrist spinner will be seen in play on Friday. However, the inclusion of all 3 wrist spinners in the series opener cannot be ruled out, although it would mostly rely on the state of the wicket in the day-night match. In India, an amazing video of a small child sitting comfortably in a frying pan of boiling water is going viral on social media. This video shows a 7 to a 9-year-old boy sitting comfortably in a large frying pan with his hands folded in a boiling water surrounded by a large crowd. The video of this child is going viral on social media and so far more than 2.5 million people have watched this video. However, many users called it a fake and said the trick was too old and have been used by magicians many years ago. "These people are fooling innocent people," wrote one user. Another user wrote, "People, this is just a trick. Bubble in the water is coming from the pipe hidden in the air. You see the smoke coming out of the fire?"
बोल ब्रीफ्स की वीडियो सबसे पहले देखने के लिए बोल ब्रीफ्स के चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन पर क्लिक करना ना भूलें।